Hello, everyone. RPG Kim Kid here, back with the finale of Pokemon Legends Arceus. In the previous video, guys, we caught quite a bit of ensembles. We caught the last 4 Pokemon that we needed, and now we're going to catch the last one. God himself. But I kind of realized we should maybe change our clothes just a little bit. I wish I knew what was the new stuff here. I know it's not the cap, it's not the twisted headband. Probably got some new festival masks. Kind of forgot that she probably got the new stuff once I, got to level 10 of my thing, so. Well, the warm cap I know for sure isn't new. There's the bowling hat. Ninja mask, we've had that. That's what we were wearing. Brimmed hat. Ah. Oh, that's fucking. Oh. Oh, this is Riley's hat. The brim hat. There it is right there. Like, that's flat out that right there. Not the festival tops. Come on, you have to have something that matches with this, right? Come on, you have to have some kind of thing that matches with this, right? Maybe it's in the outfits. You know what? Let's check in there. Nope, yours is still the bandit attire, huh? Oh, but I can get Pearl Clan or Diamond Clan outfits. That's actually pretty cool. You can see the hat kind of matching with this in a way. Anything with this kind of color that matches this? Oh, God, I really am not a big fan of the cropped bottoms. Like, why? There we go. This is the outfit we're going to go with to go attack, dethrone, and catch God. Our final mission. Also weird, like, this is well, then again, it's not even after these old verses. I don't know. I was about to say, another reason why I feel like the Shaman and the Dark Ride missions are technically not part of the actual game unless you had the stuff in here. Oh, damn. Is because of the flower not being with all the other stuff. But then again, it was also, for whatever reason, doesn't work on Shaman, even though Shaman should be able to change it to a new form with it, but oh well. Do this. Yeah, I know I'm wearing the everyday kimono is not really great in my honest opinion, but I mean it works with the hat. Your Azure flute is making a sound. Would you like to play the Azure flute? You play the Azure flute. Of course, it's the same fucking sound. Oh, there we go. So yeah, you need the Azure Flute in order to do the Arceus event as well. However, I think that only happened in Platinum. I believe Arceus was introduced in Platinum. Aw, hells yeah. And we're climbing the stairway to heaven. A glowing stairway appeared. Probably should have changed the hair. That made it look better with this. Your god is a llama. What's up? Bruh, seriously, we're in the same room. You don't need to text me. Is it all plates? Is it all the plates? Oh. We're doing a bomb fight? Or is it a fight? Oh, nope, it's a bomb fight. Ow. Holy fuck. Shit. Mysterious bomb. Oh, fuck. Damn, okay. I thought this would be a little simple, but it's not. Keep previous. I don't think I reached a checkpoint, so. No, this is retribution for me thinking that this would actually be a somewhat of a simpler fight. Like an actual Pokemon fight, not all the bullshit stuff that we've been through. Ow! Shit. Fuck. Damn it! 75, huh? Okay. I keep the previous progress, even though made 0. Oh boy. Oh, fuck off, man. Oh, come on. Ow. Okay, good news is, made it to phase 2. Made it to the second phase. So that's good. I wonder if there's anyone that's ever beaten this in their first attempt. Probably not. Yeah, there probably is. Like, first attempt, never played this game before, and this is the first time they've ever faced Arceus. Damn, too early. And that's back to this phase, okay. Damn it, that was my fault. Fuck! We're literally attacking God here, by the way. Can't believe we're doing the exact things I said. We're gonna attack. Dethrone will be when we... My guess is as soon as we're done with this fight, we're gonna do an actual Pokemon fight. And then we'll catch God. Damn it. It's like I can get 2 in if it's not that close. Queen doing it again, okay. Oh, come on! I was actually kind of looking forward to the second phase, because that phase is the easiest one. Yeah, let's reset the gauge. Fuck no. How long it took me to get through all that shit? Fuck no. Fuck no. Although I'm not mad about this fight. Like, it's supposed to be fucking hard, so duh. So I'm not upset about it. Fuck you, bitch. 15,000 for everyone? Damn. Sup? Thou hast done well to seek out all Pokémon. Unflagging devotion to a goal shalt see it through. So hast thou proven by thine actions. Much as that ancient hero once did, he and the Pokémon that walked beside him. To see such truths proven anew, beyond the bounds of time and space, bringeth joy to me. I am glad that I chose thee to call to this world. So there was an ancient hero beforehand, and I think that's the hero that we learned of beforehand in like this in the old Sinnoh tales. And now we're kind of like we're like basically doing the legend again. Bring the legend to life. As thou walkest onward upon thy own path, upon thee and upon this creation where thou now dwellest. Wait, you're not gonna take me home? What the fuck, bruh? I bestow my blessing. And I bestow upon thee a part of myself. I would walk this world together with thee. Show me how it appeareth in thine eyes. Okay. The legend plate from Arceus. A stone tablet embedded with the essence of all creation. When used on a certain Pokemon, it allows that Pokemon to gain the power of every type there is. Okay. Explore the many corners of the Sui region as you like. AKA, there's nothing else for you to do. You've done everything. Sorry, buddy. Just for now. Did he? Oh, okay. All there was just to catch him. But wait, hold on. Isn't there a... What's the normal? Yeah, blank. That's what blank does. Now's not the time for that. And there he is as a fire type. Make it a little bit easier on ourselves. Wait, is he just in a regular Pokeball? He is. And there's a water type. Electric type. Grass type, which I don't know, that's really... I mean, granted, all that's changing is just the colors, but that's a pretty cool color scheme for him there. Ice type. What's his move set, by the way? We haven't even, like, looked at his moves. Judgment, Hyper Beam, Accessory Area, and Recovery. Okay. Fighting type, which... The only thing that looks like it's... Okay. Poison type. Ground type. Flying type. Oh. Yeah, I don't think he was fully back in my pocket by then. So yeah, you look at your change summary now, he's a flying type. Granted, I could probably just look at it that way, but nah, fuck it. I like seeing them in person like that. Mind plate. The first plate we ever got. Actually, I think these are also... Yeah, maybe. Actually... No, I don't think so. I was about to say, this is in the order of, like, how the... Ooh, I actually like that shade of green. That's a pretty cool shade of green. Oh, damn, we can read the text? Oh, fine, we'll do that as well once we're done with this. I didn't know that there was a text. Oh. Wait, what? Did I not transform you? Okay, no, you are, but you look still like... Oh, no, okay, I see it. Oh, yeah, wait, there we are. Spooky! Yeah, look at that. That's a really cool one. Now, dragon's actually pretty cool, too. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, which I might be, does... I think... Nope, okay. I thought it would, like, also change the type of judgment as well. But it does not. That was a dread plate, right? Yeah, because he's already wearing it. Okay. The iron plate. If I remember, I think shiny Arceus is like the white becomes like a yellow or something like that. I'm actually quite curious as to what he looks like with all his plates. Alright, now what the it allows that Pokemon to gain the power of every type there is. Yeah, but it's like he looks the same. Like, I don't get it. Like, maybe, I don't know. Maybe someone can, like, tell me, like, what the fuck is, like, the difference between those two. But for now, I guess we'll just... I mean, I guess to gain the power of every type, that just basically means that he'll have stab on all the types. Huh. Lonely nature. Attack is up, defense is low. Not that it's a big deal in my opinion. Alright, let's read these texts. 3 beings whose power can hold both time and space fixed. The power of defeated giants infuse this plate. The rightful bearer of the plate draws from the plate it holds. The 3rd being rage, raining down bolts of anger. The power of plates are shared among Pokemon. 2 beings of time and space set free from the original one. The rift is born of disorder on the other side of this world. The rules of time and space change within the opposite world. When the universe was created, shards became this plate. The being poured its remains of its power into stone and buried it deep. The original one breathed alone before the universe came. Where all creation was born, that is the being's place of origin. It gathers power from the plates, listening for the flute's song. The other side of the world was given by the original one to its raging third. 3 beings were born to bind time and space. 2 make matter and 3 make spirit, shaping the world. That which fills the other side of the world can shape the rage and mold it. Giratina. The original one is in all things. The original one is nowhere at all. From all creation over all creations does the original one watch over all. Perfect. It is the heavenly font of which pours the light that shines across Hisui. Its luminescence guides and protects all Pokemon. Hisui mythology states that Arceus is the creator of all things. Fighting, flying, poison, ground, rock. Ha, it's the alpha Pokemon. Bug, ghost, steel, fire, water, grass, electric, psychic, ice, dragon, dark, fairy, normal. Okay, why is it 10 feet tall and 6 inches to 10 feet tall, 6 inches, and I don't get it. Oh my, could it be? We finally did it! At long last, the Pokédex is well and truly complete. I've been dreaming of this moment ever since I started studying Pokemon. Don't believe I'll ever be able to thank you enough for making my dream a reality. For now, though, we have an announcement to make. I'm sure everyone will be overjoyed to hear the Pokédex's completion. Do let me know when you're ready, my boy. I'll be waiting for you in the laboratory. So, what would you like to do now? Well, might as well go there. That's literally all that's left for me to do. That looks like someone found one of my bags. I wish you would give me the last thing that we need, asshole. For Rotom. Or maybe I didn't. Maybe I do. No, I don't think I do. I'll do that when I'm at... Andrew, my boy, what say you take the Pokemon here in the lab with you on your excursions? Oh, splendid. I'm sure the chance help with your survey work would be delight to any Pokemon, especially one stuck indoors so long like mine. So you do just flat out get them. Okay. Which is pretty nice, I'm gonna say. I wonder if I could just talk to him, like, literally, like, right away and that would have happened. Ah, you're here. Smashing. I'll crack on with the big announcement then, shall I? My guess is as soon as you beat the creds, you would have had it. Who the fuck are those randos in the back? Ladies, gentlemen, thank you all so much for gathering here at my behest. We've some rather special news to share, so please lend us your ears if you'd be so kind. Today marks the fulfillment of a long-held dream of mine and the fruition of the most earnest efforts in the entire Survey Corps. Yes, indeed, for, you see, the Pokédex, our Corps' magnum opus, is finally, at long last, complete! Is that true? This fantastic achievement wouldn't have been possible if not for the hard work, no, the heroic efforts of our very own Andrew. Hi. From his quelling of the frenzied Lord Claver all the way up to his battle against Dialga and Palkia atop Mount Cornet, he tirelessly surveyed the Pokemon of this land while facing perils of the sort that would send most of us running for the hills. All this had led to our accomplishing what can only be described as a remarkable triumph of human effort, the completion of a Pokédex. So, Andrew, you're still very much a mysterious stranger who fell from the sky. And I know not whether your actions were motivated by your own curiosity or a genuine desire to help the people of our village. But it doesn't matter. You have been a great asset to us, and I am truly grateful for everything you've done. Perhaps I should also study under the professor, so I might learn more about Pokemon. Ha 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 ha. Celine is quite capable of handling the duties of commander, I'm sure. Commemorable work. In recognition of your efforts, I present you with this shiny charm. So now I can get more shiny Pokemon. You tamed a shiny charm. Charm that shines with mysterious light is said to increase the chance of finding shiny Pokemon in the wild. Tonight's potato mochis are my treat. I'll make them extra tasty. Celebration for Andrew and the Survey Corps, great achievement. Everyone feasted and danced till dawn lightened the skies. Kind of wish we got like that picture again. Maybe like even a different one for this, but oh well. The next day. What's up, babe? Yesterday was incredible, wasn't it? Everyone was so thrilled with our work. But I don't believe our Pokemon surveying work ends here. I'd like to try my hand at developing new crafting recipes and techniques too. Wherever our research takes us, I look forward to sharing our discoveries together. So, there should be 5 of these Rotom things in here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm missing 1 somewhere. Since it needs to catch 6 different forms of Rotom. Let's change the hair. Maybe let's go back to the ponytail. Or whatever would work good with this hat. I wish there's a way you can see it without... Because obviously it doesn't work with this hat. Let's just look more so on the back there. Oh my god. Alright, just flat out gives me Arceus' hair / what's his name's hair. Volo's. I think it works well with the curled. Huh, you're going for a big style change, huh? Yeah, and if you didn't really change anything, she'd be like, that looks similar. See, this is why I hate that's like... I hate that you pay for it before you even get a chance to check it, you know? Like, I wish you'd be able to see all your hairstyles before you go to get it, you know? Alrighty. It's hard to believe, guys. This is it. Have you got anything new? No, not really. Like here, I might as well just grab this. I don't think those are necessary to have. Wenton, Bren, Zizu, Akari, Commando, Benny, you Igno. Is this basically all the people who ever fought before? I don't even know who Wenton is. Or Bren. Zizu is that person. Zizu is her. I have no idea about anyone else. Should I face Akari one more time? Let's face Akari one more time. And then I'll give my thoughts and everything about this game. Even though I kind of did already kind of give my thoughts. Here I am. Get ready to face my full power. Do you have a Raichu now? A Raichu, a Mr. Mime, a Staraptor. Mr. Mime. Oh. User release count shots of light on the target. The move's type varies depending on the kind of plate the user last interacted with. Okay. Okay, I think I know what that legendary plate does. The legendary plate automatically will put it to whatever the weakness is. Yep. That's exactly what it does. That is what the legend plate does. Okay, that is kind of cool, but then it's like, why with the other ones? Yo, and then Judgment being totally different as well, depending on what the plate is. That's cool. Oh, it's still a Pikachu. You changed into a Raichu. Well then. You killed God, Akari. Way to fucking go. Just doing research as learning is one thing, and using that knowledge well is another. You killed God, Akari. Thanks for the fine battle. I think I understand Pikachu and the others a bit better now, and vice versa. Battling certainly has its merits. Okay, so, yep, that's what the Legendary Plate does. Legendary Plate just flat out sends out. It makes... So I was right that it does change Judgment Bolt into whatever it is, which is pretty cool. All right, let's head on in. And then I'll give my final thoughts. To kind of continue on with this. So, final thoughts, guys. This game's fun as hell. This game is fun as hell. I enjoyed this game all the way through, start to finish right now. This was a fun-ass game, and a big... In some ways, it is kind of a big departure from normal Pokemon in some ways. What I mean by that is, you know, basically the whole... it being open-worldy, and this being more so about catching, more so than battling. How, unlike... In the mainline Pokemon games, it's kind of the opposite in a way. Well, that one's is more so about battling Pokemon as well. And yeah, the catching is there, but that's kind of like a secondary thing. It's like, oh, no, you do have to catch Pokemon, but for your main goal is to use them in battles to get, you know, to become the champion of the region. That's the main goal, is to be the champion. While this one, the main goal is to catch and see all Pokemon and complete that Pokédex. And we do that. We did do that. And I like that. And it's very reminiscent of... It's somewhat like Pokemon Snap in a way. I heard someone talk about that in like one... Because I've been watching people play this game, and someone mentioned that it's somewhat like Pokemon Snap in a way. In that the battling is, of course, there. And the battling is useful. So it's very... I do like it a lot. It's very like you know in Pokemon Snap, you know, you take pictures and get research notes, quote unquote, by that, and I actually like that too about the Pokédex in a way. And yeah, I kind of complained a little bit about some of this stuff, like why, like there's some of those I'm not a big fan of. Like I'm not a big fan of stunning them with items. Although I get it. I get why some of these things are there, except for one, and that is to see them pop out of the ore things. It's like, what? Ore deposits. It's like, I get it's because, you know, that's basically kind of akin to how in the mainline games, if you rock smash, there's a chance of like a Geodude or a Graveler popping up. So I totally get that. In a way, but it's like, not a big fan of that, especially with the Bonsly one. It's like, motherfucker. Especially because that has happened like 5 times. Ugh. That's just... I like the boss battles. The boss battles in this were very interesting in a way. So, like, I love the fact that it wasn't just a flat out, oh, it's a Pokemon fight. It's a Pokemon battle. To an extent, it is. But that's not the main point of it. The main point of this is calming them down, and then you can battle them in order to calm down their frenzy sooner. So that's really cool. I like that a lot as well. I mentioned this before, I liked how, you know, how big open world is. To an extent. It's not really a big open world, but it is kind of big. For Pokemon. It's big for Pokemon in terms of Pokemon. Like, this is a good alpha or beta. Whichever. If alpha is the final... again, I should have looked this up. If alpha is the final, you know, kind of like a build, then this is a beta. This is a good beta for if they ever want to do this again. While the wild areas and Sword and Shield was a good pre-beta. Or that was beta and this is pre-alpha. I think that is the terminology right there. Like, Sword and Shield was a good beta, and this is a good pre-alpha for if they ever want to do this again. And that's another thing. It's always, what is the follow-up? What is going to be the big follow-up for this? What are they going to incorporate from this game into the next mainline Pokemon game? And I'm talking about the next in Gen 9. I'm talking about Gen 9. I'm not talking about remaking Black and White. I'm not talking about them bringing Coliseum or Stadium or anything like that. I'm talking about the mainline Pokemon games where you start in a new region, you get your Pokemon, and then you go and do your stuff. That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about right there, is the whole you getting, you know, becoming the champion of whatever the new region is. So, you have that. I'm curious what they're going to bring here. Who knows? Like, who knows? Like, who knows what they could do for that? And then the follow-up again is, are they going to make like a, I don't want to say a sequel, kind of like with Pokemon Coliseum. You know, in Pokemon Coliseum, you could not catch wild Pokemon. And as a matter of fact, was there even wild Pokemon in that game? I don't think so. But in Pokemon Coliseum, the way for you to get more Pokemon is you need to catch Shadow Pokemon. And you need to catch Shadow Pokemon. And then you need to use... Actually, I think there was like an area where you could fight wild Pokemon or something like that. But you couldn't catch them. But you snag Shadow Pokemon from other people. Because that's what I actually really liked about Coliseum, is like you technically weren't a good guy, but you kind of were in a way. Like, you were a good guy, but not fully. Like, you were stealing people's Pokemon. Now, granted, they were evil Pokemon. It's like, oh, it's a Shadow Pokemon, so you need to take it and purify it. So, I really like that game a lot, and I honestly would love for those both Pokemon Coliseum and Pokemon Coliseum Gale of Darkness come out. Now, that's another thing. Gale of Darkness is kind of a sequel to that game in a way. But it's different. So they could do something like that in a way. And I'm sure the big thing is there is probably most likely going to be DLC for this game. If it's going to be paid or kind of a free update, free paid like Sword and Shield was, or free like the Pokemon Snap DLC, even though that was technically an update. So I would be shocked if this does not get any kind of like a DLC or something, like an expansion of like another area or something with more Pokemon, because that's definitely something they could do. Now it all depends. Is it going to be free or paid? My guess is it's probably going to end up being paid, and people are going to complain. It's like, how much was it? Like $30? Was it $30 for the expansion pack of Sword and Shield? I think it was. And then you got 2 areas, so both areas being $15. I think that was somewhat fair in a way. And with the stories and everything that came out with us, like, yeah, you got your money's worth with it. So could they put 2 more areas in this one? They sure as shit could, with so many other Pokemons. Like, let's look at the Pokédex, which again was another. I love this whole thing. Like, we've caught them all, even though those numbers don't add up, because 90 plus 91, 85 plus 75 plus 96, that does not add up to, you know, because actually it does not. No, because there are repeats. There's a lot of repeats in those. And I think that's why. But then again, there's also Pokemon with Habitats Unknown, like the 3 starters. So that's 6 right there. All your legendaries. So let's look at our Pokédex here of like all that they could do. So I really love the fact that you do end up actually getting the other Pokemon in there too. I should actually go like look at them. Just like, let's go look at them. Because they're probably at level 5, like your Cyndaquil was. Or whatever starter you pick is probably going to be at level 5. Yep, level 5. So I love that. So now that's actually kind of good, because then I can make these guys the main ones instead of my first ones I caught, which is like this Decidueye and that Samurott, which I mean, it wouldn't be a bad thing if I did do that, but I'd much rather, like, you know, have, like I said, much rather have them start at a lower level. So we had 3 Growlithe's and 2 Cyndaquils and 3 Oshawotts. So yeah. Some of the quests were fine. However, I feel like a lot of them were unnecessary. Although I do like the fact that, like, some of the quests was like, hey, complete the Pokédex entry of this Pokemon. I freaking love that quest over there with the Wurmple guy. That one was fun. The Spiritomb one, that one's a little iffy in my opinion about like how you do go about it. Although it makes sense in terms of lore, you know, I totally get that in the sense. And everything. So I totally get that in a way. Pokédex. So let's look at the Pokédex again. So Rowlet is actually the only Pokemon from Gen 7, Sun and Moon. Okay. We do have some more Pokemon from Gen 2 with Cyndaquil. The new forms of Pokemon. It took a little while for me, but I do love the forms for all of them. It took a little while for me. Decidueye was actually the only one I never really fully saw until much later. Out of all of them, in terms of typing, I think I knew that Typhlosion was going to become a ghost type. And I think I just saw a picture of Samurott. I was like, oh, that's a dark type. But for Decidueye, I had no idea. Decidueye is actually a really cool one. Like, I think I saw the hat, but I couldn't tell, like, if it was going to be a fighting type or not. Which is, again, grass fighting is a really interesting combination for me. Like, does that nullify its weakness to flying with the fighting? Probably not. I don't think so. But I do like all 3 of theirs in a, they've grown on me in a way, so. And of course, you can't really be surprised that majority of the Pokemon in this game are from Gen 4 because this is the Sinnoh region. So you can't be surprised by that. Like, they're all Gen 4 until you get to Ponyta, which is, you know, Gen 1. Same with Eevees. And then these 2 are technically Gen 2. And then these are Gen 3. And then Sylveon is Gen 6. And I think Sylveon's the only Gen 6 Pokemon in here. I could be mistaken, though. 4, 4, 4, 4, 1, 2. What Weirdeer? I actually really like Weirdeer. I love that Stantler got an evolution, and I hope it stays. Like, whatever they do in Gen 4 or Gen 9, keep these evolutions. You of course would have to come up with different ways to evolve, unless they want to keep the whole agile and strong style moves, because otherwise you won't get Weirdeer. Because the only way to get Weirdeer is to have Stantler use Size Shield, Blast, Agile 20 times. So yeah, we're actually very close to that one too. Just need to catch 10 more and use Agile a couple more times. Yeah, so that's that. Munchlax is Gen 4, Gen 1, 1, 1, 2. And of course, there's never going to be a Pokemon game that does not have Pikachu in it. There's never going to be a Pokemon game. However, I'm surprised that there's no Charizard, Charmander line. That is a surprise to me. However, that again is probably another thing that I would not be surprised about if they do make a DLC for this, that they will bring in probably all Gen 1 starters, and they will each probably get a new Hisuian form as well. Maybe finally they'll make Charizard into a fire dragon. I mean, granted, he already does with his Mega Evolutions, but still, it'd be interesting. I also love the fact how they gave different in order to like do the trade evolutions as well, and the space-time stuff. I really like that a lot too, the space-time rifts. And of course, not surprised that they had the 4 starters for Sinnoh in here. What does surprise me is that they weren't a part of the actual pick. Like, at least one of them should have been, but I totally get why. Because the professor was like, oh, he brought them with him. So that's a lot of Gen 4s, Gen 1s, 4, 1. Cleavor, I actually really like Cleavor. I don't care what anyone says. I think he's really cool. So he's a really cool Pokemon, and I like the rock bug. So, and I think that kind of like nullifies his weakness to fire in a way, because I think rock is not neutral, but I think it's not super effective against. So that's pretty cool. Again, I will always be a big fan of these guys and such. So, wow, for male, oh, it's actually big. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Actually, for the female, it's smaller. For the male, it's smaller. So yeah, so Cleavor is a good one. I really do. Quillfish and Overquill. Overquill is just like, it's whatever in my opinion. It's hilarious, but it also makes sense. It's like, okay. But again, if they ever do want to have Overquill back, they do have to, change it. Because in order to get Overquill, you need to use his poison barbed attack 20 times in a strong style. So just need to get a lot more Overstones. Actually, how many more times do I need to evolve at least 2 more of you? Okay. So I just need to get 2 of them, which is no big deal in my opinion. So, no big deal. And that's another thing. I will definitely be going around. Maybe it's something that's not going to be on the high priority list for me, is getting all the Pokédex entries to be perfect, because there's a lot of them that are going to be a lot less desirables to get. Like I said, like the Bonsley one to pop out of the ores, like meh. Of course, you had Gen 4s over here. Oh, I've only got a male Roserade. Huh. Carnivine's also Gen 4. Actually, I think Patili is also Gen 5 from Black and White. I think. Or no, I don't think it's from Sword and Shield. It's either from Sword and Shield or Black and White. Another grass fighting. Like, I think that's a really good combo with grass fighting. So, Ursaluna, I am a big fan that, like, oh, hey, there you go. So yeah, you can change the colors too, but I guess my Ursaring was a male. Females is a little bit bigger. So, I wonder what Ursaluna's shiny is. I wonder if it's green as well. Goomy. Oh, no, Goomy's also from X and Y. Goomy's also from X and Y. But I think Growlithe is the only one from Sun and Moon. I actually really like Goomy's line. And them giving it its steel type is actually kind of cool in my opinion. So. Freaking love the Togepi line. Togepi line. Alpha. So yeah, the Spiritomb quest, like I said, could have been definitely done a little bit better in my opinion, but it's whatever. It's not a big deal. Growlithe, again, I don't care what anyone says. I actually really like this Growlithe. It's fucking cute. Legendary. I love how it's called Legendary Pokemon, even though Arcanine's not, but wow, it actually being number 151 is actually hilarious, because, you know, that's Mew's number. But I do love the Hisuian, Growlithe, and Arcanine. I love it so much. Like, goddamn. Like, for sure, this makes Arcanine really look more like a legendary Pokemon in a way. Which is awesome. Basculin, again, I actually really like the fact that, you know, Basculegion, I don't know if I had a female, so there's a difference. Maybe the male is the red one. I don't know, that's so weird that, like, the one we ride is red, but the one you get is actually a white striped or something. Again, unless it is, yeah, we need to evolve our Ice Vulpix into, oh man, I need to give it food one more time. Need to catch it a lot more times too, and catch one with sleeping. So, yeah, that's another one too. It's catching them while sleeping. That one I'm not a big fan of, in my honest opinion. The alphas. I actually really do like the alphas. I do like the alphas a lot. Like, I like how what that brings them. I love Hisuian, Voltorb, and Electrode. They're awesome. They're awesome. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm missing one somewhere. Just don't know what. But yeah, I think they're really cool. Sneasel. Sneasel's Hisuian form and Sneasler, I think they're pretty. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So I guess I can find a wild Sneasler somewhere, maybe. Okay, then why does it say items carried if you can't? I don't know. So that's cool. Sneasler. I'm glad that's, like, again, someone I watch on YouTube. Sneasel is his favorite Pokemon, and I'm actually quite curious to know what he's going to think about Sneasler. I don't mind Avalug's form, his Hisuian form. It's actually pretty cool. Rock Eyes, although I think it makes it super weak against fighting, but that's still fine. I don't care what anyone says. I love Zora's Hisui form. It is a little weird that it was Ghost. That it's Ghost normal. I think a lot of people assumed it was Ghost Fire or like Ghost Ice or something like that. But Ghost Normal is really interesting because I think its only weakness then is Dark. I think Dark is its only weakness. Because being a Ghost type, it cancels out Fighting, which is Normal's only weakness. And being a Normal type, it cancels out its Normal... being a Normal type, it cancels out its Ghost weakness for being a Ghost type. So I think the only weakness it has is Dark, which is pretty cool. I like that. Braviary having a Hisuian form is really awesome. Again, it's so weird how. Oh yeah, you're from Black and White too, if I remember. Yeah. So Oshawott is not the only one from Black and White. Actually, you're from... Are they from Black and White or are they from X and Y? I think they're from X and Y. I'll be honest. Besides the starters and maybe a few other handful of Pokemon, I don't know who all originated in Gens 5 through 8. However, I know for damn sure no Pokemon here are from Gen 8. None of these Pokemon that are in here first showed up in Sword and Shield. I know that for sure. I know that one for sure. So, but yeah, it's so weird how Braviary is in here and not Volibee, the kind of the other one that shows up. The one I believe that they can only be female and Rufflets can only be males. Like because I've caught how many of these? I've caught 8 of them, and the chance of them all being males pretty fucking high, but I don't think that's the case. I think again they have I think I would not be surprised that if they do make a DLC theme for this, that they do include like Volibee and or whatever that is. Of course, you have the legendaries, all of them. These guys were from Black and White. I already told that. And this one being a new legendary, that's actually kind of cool in a way. I'd say that's kind of cool. Kind of cool that there's another one, a Fairy Flying. Love-hate Pokemon. Abundance, Bolt Strike, Cyclone. So I think that's pretty cool. And of course, you have your Dialga. Radiant Light caused Dialga to take on form bearing a striking resemblance to the creative Pokemon. Dialga now wields such colossal strength that one must call inside this is its true form. Soars across the sky in a form that greatly resembles the creator of all things. Perhaps its imitation of appearance is Palkia's strategy for gaining Arceus' power. Oh, we haven't seen it. Giratina lost its legs upon changing into this form. I believe this Pokemon must hail from a world where the heavens and the earth are as one, though I have no way of proving it. And of course, Arceus itself, so. See, okay, landform. So it's like, that alone makes me think that you can. Okay, you know what? Fuck it. Let's see if we can. Let's change Giratina's form, and let's see if there's a way we can change Shaman's form. Do I have to be in that field of flowers to do it? I mean, I'll go there if I have to, but... Where is it? Where's Shaman? There he is. Well, first things first. Oh, now I can use it. Maybe it just had to be like daytime or something. I actually really like this form of Shaman. It's cute as fuck. Okay, now. Upon taking on the scent of particular rare flower, Shaman is enveloped in light and its tiny body transforms. I took a whiff of the flower myself, but alas, my body remains unchanged. That's hilarious. And then there's one Hisuian verse that tells of a powerful light creating a deep shell. I imagine that this deep shell is Giratina. So yeah. Yeah, I loved, like, technically there was one new legendary they introduced into this game. There's technically one legendary that introduced the game, and that was Enamorus. That's the only new legendary that was introduced in this game. All the other ones have been in previous games beforehand. Again, not surprised that majority, if not all the legendaries here originated from Sinnoh. The only ones that did not is the is these technically these 4, because these guys were black and white. So, and Enamours was new for this. So, how many new Pokemon were there? 3? Was there 3? No, 4. No, 5. I have to go through it again. So let's just go through the Pokédex again to look at all the new Pokemon. So, and I'm talking about new, not like variation, not variants like that. That's basically like, that's basically like, you know, it's basically saying like, you know, the whole, like Alolan Vulpix. Like, it's still a Vulpix, so it's just variant. So, Weirdeer's 1. And I know Clavor is another one. So, we have Weirdeer, Clavor, Overquill. Nope, that's Lilligant is the name of its other evolution, just a different form of it. Ursaluna. Basculegion. At least that's how I'm assuming you say that name. Sneasler. Can't believe I forgot about Sneasler. That's 6. And yeah, then Enamours. So a total of 7 new Pokemon were introduced in this game. And I like them all. They're all pretty cool in some way, shape, or form. And that's it. So yeah, guys, that's basically my whole thoughts and feelings about Arceus. Some things they definitely could have changed. Would have loved the fact that you could throw stuff on top of the other mounts, not just Basculegion. I think that's something that would have been a big help in that one fight with Enamours, but I digress. The bitch. That could have... I think that would have been great overall. So then you didn't have to, like, you know, get off your mount to, like, throw balls or, you know, stuff or whatever. I think that would have been great. I would have liked the fact that I would have liked if you could travel to different regions without having to come back to Jubilite Village. That would have been interesting as well. And I know a lot of people, like, again, I think a lot of the issues that people have, like, oh, the graphics don't look great. The graphics are fine. Like, I think they're okay. Like, it has some pretty moments, but majority of it's not pretty. And I don't think that's more of a graphical issue. I think that's more of, like, limitations or something like that. I don't know. Like, again, I'm not out. I really scratched my nose there. I'm not that into, you know, video game development. But I think it's more of, like, it being on the Switch type thing than anything. Not granted, the Breath of the Wild, because let's compare here. Breath of the Wild, that's what a lot of people are going to do. Breath of the Wild, I feel like, had more of a draw distance or whatever. Not a draw distance, but, like, I don't think it really had that random pop-ups like this game has. And I think that's another issue that a lot of people have with it. It's just some, like, random pops or dips and such. I don't know. Graphics to me have been, like, graphics are kind of, like, somewhat secondary in a way. Although, like, it could be a crappy looking game. Not crappy, and if the story's good, it's still a good game in my opinion. But if the graphics are top notch in the story and the game is not that great, I think a lot of people still like it's not that great of a game. Now, granted, a lot of people will probably say that too about this game. I digress. I do like it a lot, so that's just my opinion and such. I think a lot of things that a lot of people have issues with this, they don't really affect me that much. And again, I'm like, this is not like their opus magnum of this kind of game. Like I said, this is a good pre-alpha build of this kind of game if they ever want to try to do this again, which I'm pretty sure they probably will, considering that I believe this is the highest selling, I think this might be one of the highest selling Switch games in, like, the first week it's been out since Animal Crossing. I think it's like, it became number 2 within its first week of it. It's like, oh, that for it being out for 1 week, it's the second highest ever selling Switch game for its week. For the first week it's been out, it's the highest selling Switch game. And rightfully so. Like, this game is good. This is a good-ass game. And it does have issues, like I said. So, and I know there's there's like a lot of graphic issues. I know there was like, you know, they had the bugs with the Cherums where, you know, if you saw Cherum transformed after in the fight, you could never catch it. They had that whole with the 3 lakes as well. The 3 lake Pokemon where you'd actually get another one to like another Mesprit to spawn, but as a result you wouldn't get a Uxie or a Azelf. They fixed that. And they fixed something else too. I think they fixed something else that was really good, but I can't remember what it was. Not a lot of the only one that really affected me was the Cherum one, which thank God that got fixed, because that's another pain in the ass to do as well. It's the whole whatever you have to do for Cherum's Pokédex stuff to complete. And that's another thing too. I actually do like that in a way, but I feel like they had way too many of them. Like obviously the one with Splash for Magikarp, just catch a Magikarp, make sure it's fully healed, go fight another Magikarp with it, and you just keep doing Splash, 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 Splash. Now, granted, sometimes the Magikarp will not probably do Splash. It'll probably be like, oh, it's looking around or something like that. I digress. I feel like there's some of those that they could have put down just a little bit. They didn't have to be all like, oh, like catch 25 of all these Pokemon. It's like, do I really need to do that? And granted, like, yeah, maybe a lot of people are like, oh, this one has the better nature. This one has better IVs or EVs, whatever you want to fucking call this stuff. I know one of them's in here, the other one's not, because who cares? That's only competitive stuff. And honestly, same with the natures, but whatever. You can change the nature of a Pokemon with the mints, as long as you get the right mints when you plant them. Yeah, I don't know. There's some of the issues in this game that I think a lot of people are like complaining about are like some issues that like, yeah, they're there, but I don't think I don't let them worry me too much. Sorry, I had like spit and shit. It's still a good game in my opinion, and like I said, I'm not going to be surprised if they announce like a DLC or something around E3 or something. Maybe that's what comes out later this year instead of an actual Pokemon game. It's like, hey, here's DLC for Arceus. Whatever. I'm sure the Pokemon company's like really happy of how successful this game is, and rightfully so. It's a good ass game. Do not get me wrong. This is a great ass game. It does have issues though, and I hope whatever they do in the future, past this game, whatever they do for Gen 9, and if they want to continue doing this as like a separate game series of its own, they improve upon the stuff. They make improvements. They pull stuff from this game and put them into the new stuff too. Do I hope they do that? Do I expect them to do that? Hopefully. I don't know. It's a love-hate. A lot of people have love-hate relationships with Pokemon games. A lot of people do, in my opinion, because a lot of people assume that's like, oh, it's the highest, it's the most selling video game series there is. And I mentioned this when we were done with the main story bits. Besides, once we were done fighting Palkia and Dialga. The games are not the big money grabbers for the Pokemon company. It's not the video games. It is everything else. It's the anime. It's the merchandise. It is the card games. I think this is it. It's like number one is anime. There might be the card games now because of the big influx that it had last year, where people were just buying them and unpacking cards and getting all the rares and all that shit. It might be the card game, or it's always been the card game. I'm not sure. And then, like, it's 1 and 2 is always going to be anime and card game. That's it. That's it right there. And then number 3 will be merchandise. And, of course, games will fall into that as well. But I'm talking more so, like, plushies, toys, all that stuff. And, of course, the games will be in there as well. But it's like, this merchandise of its own has its own subgenre. And I think number 1 would be, like, toys, and then clothing, video games, and all that stuff. So the games, slash merchandise being like the number 3. And probably even like a distant third too, because that whole thing came up when Sword and Shield came out. I was like, people are like, oh, how the hell is Sword and Shield so bad? It's the best selling thing out there. And it's like, it's the highest selling Pokemon, it's the highest selling video game series out there. And it's like, that could be true. But in terms of how the Pokemon company thinks, the games is like third or secondary to them. They care about the anime and the card games more so. That's why I said this during my Sword and Shield Let's Plays. I think I said this during my Diamond and Pearl, and I know for sure I said it during this. They have to make sure. They don't care about the quality of the game. They're like, hey, this has to come out when we are releasing the anime about it, when we're releasing the card series about it. The game has to be out by this time. We cannot delay the game because then we'd have to delay everything else. And we cannot delay those stuff. So, I digress. I think I spent more time talking about my feelings about this game than actual stuff in this. But I still enjoy this game a lot. So, guys, thank you all so much for watching this video. If you liked the video, please give a like button, a click, and comment down below what you liked about the video, what you didn't like about the video. And let me know, guys, what were your feelings about Arceus? Did you guys pick this game up? How do you guys like it? I love it. Like I said, I've enjoyed it a lot. And again, and let me know, guys, what do you think they're going to do in the future? What stuff do you think they'll take from this game and apply it to Gen 9 or sequel? And who do you think the focus of the legend in that is? I said Celebi. I don't know who else there could be. I'm trying to think of some legendary Pokemon off the top of my head that have some, like, they could do a Legends Mew. They could do a Mew. Celebi, Deoxys, I don't think would really fit in the category. I guess it'd have to be more so about the mythical Pokemon than anything, because Mew and Celebi are both mythical, and I think technically Arceus is a mythical as well, but I could be mistaken. But yeah, what do you guys think of, like, for the future? What will they take from this to apply to the mainline Pokemon games? What do you think they'll do for a sequel, and who do you think will be the legend in that one? And as always, guys, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss a beat, and subscribe to the main channel too. That's in the description below. As well as follow me on Twitter. Both my main Twitter, the RBG Kim Kid Twitter, are in there too. So what is next, guys? Well, I'll be honest. I'm recording this so far in advance. I think the video that just came out was us going to the third area. So I'm so far ahead in both my Let's Plays. Like, currently, stories, The Path of Destinies is still the Let's Play coming out with Arceus right now. Although that will be changing shortly. Because Monarch should be coming out. Monarch is coming out next week for me, but Monarch should already be the Let's Play series happening right now. Triangle Strategy could be happening. As Triangle Strategy could be the next series that I do. Or I could be doing Strangers of Paradise, Final Fantasy Origins. March is a very heavy-hitting month. You have, I said two games right there. You have Triangle Strategy, Strangers of Paradise, Final Fantasy Origins, the Kirby game. I think there's one more coming out. I think they announced the game coming out in March from the Direct. I can't remember, though. I know there's a Chocobo CP is coming out, but that's more of a game for me to play off screen and such like that. I know there's another game that I was going to interested in Let's Playing coming out in March, I think, but March is a very heavy hitting month, and with so many things coming out, guys, it's like, where am I going to find time to do Xenoblade Chronicles 2? I mentioned a few parts ago that I'm having issues with that. Hopefully they are resolved by the time this gets released. Hopefully it's either A, FedEx lied to me and they didn't deliver my package and they're just holding it till Monday because they're bastards, or C, I don't know. Maybe C, on Monday they'll be like, oh, we opened the case, we talked to the driver, and be like, it's like, okay, cool. Can I talk to the driver and just tell them and ask them where they dropped it off at? So, I don't want to assume the worst is that someone actually did steal it from my front door. Because as far as I can tell, no one, unless, I don't think it's anyone in my building here. Because I don't think anyone would do that. Because as far as I can tell, I don't think I really have that many upstairs neighbor. I think I have like maybe 1 or 2 upstairs neighbor that lives in the 2 place up there. I think only one of them's occupied. And I think they were already there or they were not there. And I don't think it would steal that. Because I actually somewhat know the person upstairs. So my next door neighbor, I don't know. I should actually go talk to them. I actually will once I'm done here. I'll ask if they saw a FedEx guy around here like 5:30. See if they saw anything. I don't know. But hopefully I get Xenoblade Chronicles 2 because I do not want to buy it digitally. And I do not also want to buy it again because I've already technically bought for it. Like, that's another thing too, is like I technically already bought for it. So unless I get that money back, like, and I want to do Xenoblade Chronicles 2 before Xenoblade Chronicles 3 comes out because that's coming out in September. So when I'll find time for that, I don't know. Sometime April, May, or June is going to be my guess. Maybe May, because Kirby should not be that long of a game. Triangle Strategy, I don't know. We'll see. Final Fantasy is going to be a Final Fantasy game, so that one will probably take a while. And then, of course, you have everything else in between. Of course, guys, I'm doing live streams as well with, you know, Horizon Forbidden West and Elden Ring. A lot of stuff on my plate. A lot of good stuff coming out, and I'm excited for it. We're only in the first quarter. This is another thing, too. We're only in the first quarter of 2022, and there's already, like, 7 games coming out that's, like, could be on my list. This game, for sure, is probably going to end up on my list. It might be... It all depends on how those other games are, but this... For right now, this one is in a solid top 5 spot. So, I don't know. So, yeah, guys, it all depends on, like, where we're at right now, where this series ends. This is ending in March. If this ends closer to Final Fantasy Origins than Triangle Strategy... What I will probably end up doing is I will start Triangle Strategy and keep playing Monarch. But then as soon as Final Fantasy Origins comes out, I'm going to put Monarch on hiatus and start that. Depends on, well, because I don't know how long Monarch is. If Monarch is like a 7-chapter game, and we've already went through the first chapter because of the demo, maybe it won't be that long of a game. And Triangle Strategy is definitely going to be a long one as well. Kirby, I know for sure, will not be a long game. And I can't remember. I know there's another game in March that I'm interested in, but we'll see. But yeah, guys, thank you all so much for watching this once again. And I'll see you all in the next Let's Play. Bye.